Good morning everyone, and welcome to a very rainy first cast at the minute. Although the weather is meant to be very unpredictable today. It's going to be sunny, it's going to be rainy, it's going to be everything at once, so I very much have dressed for all occasions today. And I've come to one of the smaller local rivers, and my target species for today is either going to be roach or rudd. There's also a very good chance of brown trout today. We've had some great pike videos on the channel so far, but I do want to branch out and get some different species on the channel as well. So the methods I'm using is going to be a very simple stick float waggler setup with a few split shots on the line down to a size 12 hook with a few maggots on the end. I believe it's about 3 or 5 pound line I'm using at the minute. I can't quite remember. It really was just the lightest line I had at the time. So that's the plan. Let's see if we can put something in the net and go home with a new story to tell. Enough talk, let's fish. Alright, we're just going in for the first cast of the day. I'm just going to cast it over to the right hand side and hopefully let that river just slowly carry those maggots downstream in the hope that a nice roach or rudd sees it and picks it up. While I'm waiting, I'm just going to grab a handful of maggots and throw them into that area where the float is at the minute. I don't really know what way that wind is going to affect. Yeah, it's not great. Affect the fishing today, but we'll soon find out. Yep, one on within the first... it's just come off. That was a bite within the first 2 minutes of casting that out, so I'm just going to check those maggots. Let's see, are they still looking good? I'm going to put fresh ones on. They're still looking okay, but I still think just a fresh bait might just go down slightly better. That's a good sign though, good start. Okay, so we are getting plenty of hits on the maggots. I just haven't got a good hook hold just yet. So I know it's working, which is positive, but I just need to make sure I either wait a bit longer for those strikes or strike harder or do something different. But we're getting there. Well, there's the rain on, but don't mind, it's quite a warm rain again. There's a lovely spot just underneath that tree there. I've seen a few fish activity in that area, so I'm just going to cast and see if there's anything interested in the maggots in this area. Yep, a bit of activity on that float straight away. Something just beside me floats down. There we go, one on. I knew it. Just looked like a great location for a fish to hide out. I would say that's a trout, by the way that's fighting. I'm nearly sure it is. Yeah, definitely trout. Alright, well, I've got the waders on. I'm going to go down to the river here. I'm going to get my hands wet before I handle it. And then we'll get that trout safely away. Oh, it's a good size as well, it's lovely. Alright, we've got our hook out. Just going to wet my hands one more time. Hope you can see that. Lovely wild brown trout for the day. What a great start to the session on the maggots today. Not quite our target species, but still a beautiful fish all the same. And as always, this fish has been out of the water quite long enough. Sorry buddy, not the most graceful of release, but that's it away. You can see it swimming over there. Great stuff, really great stuff. Let's keep at it. Now hopefully you can see what I'm doing on the cameras here. I've got a little size 12 hook on me, and all I'm doing is I'm just selecting a few maggots at a time, 2, maybe 3. And I'm trying to find what is the thinner end of the maggot, and I'm putting that on first, just at the very tip of the maggot, and moving it up the hook slowly. Now there was, I think I'm going to go for 3 maggots this time, just to kind of see if that improves any chances of getting bigger fish. Maybe not, don't really mind today. It's all about kind of just getting bites. I don't really mind about the size of the fish. That rain has really picked up all of a sudden. I knew it was going to be one of those days Anyway, so there's a lovely, beautiful brown trout that we caught just underneath that tree. So let's do another cast in that area just to see if there's anything else hiding underneath the depths. That wasn't quite as accurate as I wanted it there, but it's in the right area anyway. Yep, straight away. Straight away, straight away. Look at that, one more. One more. Whoop. Again, I'm gonna get back down into the water just so I can get my hands wet. Oh, mind you, I'm wet enough as it is at this point with the rain, so it shouldn't be a problem handling this little trout. All right, let's bring it slowly around. Oh, it's got off there. Ah, damn it. It's got off. It got off with the hook as well. That's no good. Ah, well, we had a chance. I should have had the net. Yep, there's a strike. There's a bite. Oh, and I've missed it. Same again, back in the same spot. That was definitely a bite. It wasn't taking it right down there, so I'll just try again. There's a kingfisher. Kingfisher just over the opposite bank there. I hope you can see that. It's bright blue, just straight where I'm pointing ahead, going left. Lovely birds, really nice. And at the same time, is there a good strike? Yes, there is. Oh, it's just come off. I saw it there. A kingfisher and a bite. You can't really get much more. Can't get much better than that in an episode of First Cast. A kingfisher and a fish in one small window. That kingfisher clearly knows where they are, so we'll just keep casting into that area. Let's see if we can get another one. Okay, we've got some fresh maggots on again, and we've got some really good bites so far. We saw a kingfisher as well, which has really made my day. And we're just going to try a few more casts in this general area here, and if there's nothing else happening, I might just move on. There's just been a rise very close to where my float is, but if it's rising, it might not be going for the maggots, so I'll just give that a few seconds. Yep, float's moving. Yep, we're in. We're in. We're in. Brilliant. Right, this time we're going to net it this time. We're not taking any chances. Put my head down and get this in the net now. There we go. Net's ready to go. Now again, we lost the last one because we were a wee bit silly with the net, so we're just going to be very, very careful with this one and guide it nice and gently into the net. Perfect, in the net, absolutely perfect. Okay, this is the trout number 2 for the session now. Really, really great stuff. Again, I hope you can see me wetting my hand before I handle this little river trout. Have a look and see what the hook's doing. If it's too deep in, let's see. Yeah, it's quite deep in, so I'm going to keep that in the net and just get the forceps out and see if we can get that pike or trout safely away. I'm so used to saying pike, you see. That's the hook out. Yeah, straight away, hook and 3 maggots. Give it a little rest in the net just before we get a look at it on camera. But that is our second trout, wild river trout. Absolutely fantastic session. And again, I didn't really plan to get trout today, but you just can't turn them down if they're out to play, you know. So once again, fantastic. Look at the sun hitting that trout, just look at that. What better way to spend a day off, right? Fantastic stuff, lovely, lovely colours on it. And as always, a very safe release so that this trout can go back to play. Fantastic. All right, so I've just let our second trout go there. The maggots have only been on for about 30 seconds at most, so I'm happy enough they're okay for another cast in the same area. You can see how much activity there is just on the river today. And again, this is another one, and right on the next cast. The very next cast. Okay, once again, I've got the net handy. Let's get it in safely. There we go. No messing around, straight in the net. Trout number 3. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? There we go. Now I just want a good look at see. Calm down. Your hook's only on the side of the mouth, so I should be able to get that out very quickly here. Now, let us get a look at trout number 3. Slightly bigger than trout number 2. Again, nice wet hands. Really, look at the vibrant colours of this one. Wow. Number 3, really great session I'm having so far today. Not what I intended at all. I was looking for a little roach or rudd, but the trout are clearly out to play today, and I'm not going to turn them down. Just look at the, once again, the sunlight on that fish. Stunning stuff. All right, I think it's time for an underwater shot of our beautiful trout swimming away. You know, whenever you just get a feeling of there's just one more fish in the day, I can feel it. Just like that. Yep, I knew it. I just had a feeling. Brilliant. Brilliant. Where's that net? I was just thinking, I just thought, oh, it's come off just before it hit the net. Ah, damn it. That was my own fault. I lifted it out of the water too soon like an idiot. Oh well. I was right though. I've lost probably more trout today than I've caught, so I've really just, if I could get one more in the net, I think I'd probably call it a day at that point. That was very exciting though. I feel really stupid. I lifted the rod just that little bit too soon. You have to try and keep those fish in the water as long as you can. If you lift them out of the water too soon, they have the chance of thrashing around and shaking that hook off, and that's exactly what I did wrong there. I've made a few mistakes in this session, I have to say, but I think it's important to show that as well, because like, not every session is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes and you learn from them. Like, I'm hopefully not going to do that again, but I think it's important just to kind of acknowledge where you go wrong as well. A bit like a debrief, you know. What did I do wrong? Why did I lose that fish? I know exactly why I lost it. We're being silly. Yep, one more, last one of the day. We're going to keep this one on this time. We're going to be very, very careful, very, very sensible. Keep that rod low and get it in the net as soon as. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? Last one of the day, come on. Let's make it a good one. It's not just ready to come to the net just yet. Just going to slowly try and guide it round here. Maybe you can't see that at the minute, but just slowly guide it to the net like that. Oh, lovely. Absolutely great. Again, keep the hands wet when you're handling trout. And let me just see where that hook's at. Okay, so the hook's a bit further down the mouth, so I want to get the forceps out one last time and get this lovely trout away. Well, that's me just wrapping up my session for today, and I have to say I've enjoyed every single minute of that session today. It's been really unusual and unpredictable. Even the weather has been enjoyable. It's been such an adventure, and that's what every single fishing trip is. Like, no two sessions are ever the same. And even though I didn't catch my target species of roach or rudd, it turned into a really unexpected but really successful trout session on the Waggler float setup with the live maggots. Didn't see that coming, to be honest, but I really enjoyed it. And I hope you've enjoyed the video as well, whether you've learned something or it's just been a bit of entertainment for you, or maybe it's inspired you to get outdoors no matter what the weather's doing. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I've enjoyed making it, and until next time, tight lines.